Hi, welcome to House of Design, and this is our new video to showcase one of our newest installations. I just want to talk through some of the features that we've used here and why we've used them and why we've made the choices that we have. So this is a nobilia kitchen and it's very dark. We've got the dark black mat units, the doors, and we've paired that up with this wonderful, beautiful Emile Ceramica white sienna worktop. I think the blacks in that really push with the darks going through the worktop, but the worktop's still light and I think it gives a wonderful contrast. Another colour they brought into here is a lot of bronze. So we've got the bronze running through in the grip ledges, we've got like the rose copper tap, and we've got this wonderful up and over breakfast bar, which is an iron curtain. And all this brings a bit of bronze into it when you're taken into the lights, and when you see the rest of the house, you'll see that, you know, that's a feature that we've gone for. Now, these are all very dark colours. So when you're using dark colours in your kitchen, a lot of people are scared that it will make the room dark and drab. The important thing is to have light floors. So we've used these white tiles. They're almost white. They're like an off-white cream colour. And it's an Emile Ceramica Unique Borgonia, 120 by 60 tiles. And now, as you can see, that makes everything which is a bit darker and a bit more, you know, it makes everything a feature. So that's what we want to see. We want to see every unit being a feature, and you can get that with the lighter floors. If you have the lighter walls as well, you can put as dark a kitchen in as you want, and your room will still look light and airy. Let me talk you through some of the features of this kitchen. When you have a big kitchen like this, it's easy to try and fill all the nooks and crannies and everywhere, but I think if you can get everything you want in your tall units and manage to get a 3.2 metre island, there's two ways to do this. One is to open up the middle of here and put your sink in there, and one is to have your sink and your hob both on the island. The biggest space that you can use on an island is 3.2 metres. That's the total length that you can go without having to cut a slab in half or have any joints in your slab. So we normally try, if we can get a 3.2 metre island, it's just such a wow, such a big feature in a kitchen, especially when you have the waterfalls coming down as well. So when you're looking at it from both sides, you just see this really dramatic look. Here we have this iron curtain up and over breakfast bar. So we've got 60mm on this worktop here and 90mm running on this up and over breakfast bar, which is iron curtain. That brings all the bronze out of the worktops, and it picks up the individual bits of bronze that we've got, you know, in the grip ledges and vertical and horizontal grip ledges as well. So here we have your fridge freezer, and we like a tall fridge freezer. I think that's just a wonderful feature to have in order to be able to, and you want to be somewhere near the island so you can put your shopping down and go straight into the fridge. We love also this, the downdraft extractors by Alika, where the heat goes down, where your ventilation is down into the cupboard, and you can either have it vented out or you can have it recirculated. That stops you from having any of these old unsightly ventilation at the top or behind the sink, behind your hob, where it can be unsightly and it starts to collect some, you know, food as you're trying to clean around it. So whenever you've got a hob, the best thing in our eyes is to put your ovens very close to the hob. So when you come out the hob and get your stuff, put it on top of your hob so you don't have to put it onto your expensive worktops. And I know that this will withstand a lot of heat and you can put pots and pans on it, but I just don't recommend it. I think if you spend all this money on this beautiful worktop, if you spending money on something that's really unique, you want to look after it as long as you can. So that's why I think have your ovens next to your hob, take your stuff out, put it in. Here we have two black steel ovens from Asco, the whole black steel range with 5-in-1 microwave oven, steam oven, and we have a coffee machine here as well with drawers underneath, cupboards. So we're starting to get lots of storage already in just this one wall. Here we have a double storage cupboard as well, and I think this is a lovely feature which we've started doing, which is to put your air fryer and your toaster on little pull-out shelves so you can plug them in, you can use them, and when you're done with them you can just put them back and close the doors. Another one of these wonderful features in Germany is you can get these full height doors, so you don't have to have the cuts in the door, so you have the door that goes from top to bottom on both sides, and I think that looks really nice. Here we have a K-pull sink, 760 wide. It's a big enough sink with your dishwasher just underneath here. You also have drawers all the way along the fronts here where you can have your big pots and pans, your cutlery and your bins and everything else. This cooker tap is a rose copper tap which matches in nicely again with the rest of the copper features here. This is actually a 100-degree boiling hot water tap. So you're getting 100 degrees boiling water, and then if you just press it once and turn it, you're getting sparkling, chilled, filtered water. If you press it down, hold it till it turns blue, and then turn it, you're getting chilled filtered water. So that's a wonderful feature. That's the cooker hot tap with the cube system in it. So this kitchen just by itself has lots of storage. It has everything you need pretty much. These customers are very lucky in the sense that they have a very big utility room as well and have other places for storage. But just all in all, I think it's just a great place to, you know, to have your friends round. You can have people sat here at the breakfast bar and around the table while you're cooking, and it's a real social space, I think. If you're looking at, you know, the colours are very dark, but the floor just brings it all out, and it's still a nice light kitchen. So I'll move on to the rest of the areas, starting from the TV area in there, and we'll move over to the bar and the table that we've made, and also back into the utility room. Thank you. And here we are in the TV lounge area. We love this space. It just flows very nicely from the kitchen through. We've made sure that when we've designed it that we've put the space in for where the sofas go. So you've got enough walk around the island, and you've got plenty of space in here. And we've used the same Nobilia units here to bring everything together, to bring the space together. So you've got these black units with this wonderful feature where the handles come up, and you've still got the bronze grip ledges running through, and you've got the iron curtain which we've used on the up and over breakfast bar here on the worktop, and also on the splashback. They've used this wallpaper which matches in nicely and it brings it all together, and you've got this light running through the back as well, which gives a lovely ambience if you want to sit here on the night and just have a nice light space with the ambient lighting which will run throughout the rest of the property as well. It matches in with your, so you've got the floor tiles running all the way through here, and you've got the units that match some of the units in the kitchen, and it just all blends together nicely. Okay, here we are in the bar area, and we all love a bar area, and if we've got the chance to get a bar area in our house, I think this is a wonderful example. Again, we've run with the same units, so we've got the same dark units running all the way along with the bronze grip ledges running throughout with this light feature that is absolutely lovely. Again, you've got the light features in the back of the units and on the shelves, all mirrored back as you would find in a lot of bars, with a white sienna worktop. If you open up here, you've got the fridge freezer, we've got a fridge, and you've got the wine cooler above it from AEG. That's a black mat wine cooler from AEG, and we have another unit here at the top. So I just think this just sits in nicely again. It's right opposite where your kitchen is. You can just use it to entertain. So you've got this area, you've got the dining table here, which we'll show you next. If you get the lighting right, you can basically just turn off all your big lights in the house on an evening. You could have some mood lighting in the bar area, the mood lighting around your kitchen, and again in the TV area, and it just brings it in nicely. You can use some of the smaller lights or the bigger lights, depending on how you're entertaining and what you want the mood to be like. So again, this is just wonderful with the glass where we can put the wine glasses in. You've got shelves for different variations of stuff, and they're all heavy enough to hold all your bottles, and I just think this is nice bit of storage underneath again for everyone. I just think this is just sits nicely all framed round and just matches in with everything else again. I hope you like this, so I'll show you the next part, which is the table. So this is a nice little snuggy kind of dining area, and we've matched the worktop, the tabletop here to the breakfast bar, up and over breakfast bar in the kitchen, and also the TV area. And we've had these legs made specially, had them sprayed bronze, and I think they're just a wonderful feature, and it just brings everything together. This just brings the whole room together. The shape of this table is just a wonderful, it's like 1600 by 1400. So instead of being like a rectangle, we made it into a big oval shape. We've got this great light coming through here, this natural light coming in through this window, and it just creates this wonderful space again. We've got some chandeliers just above it that might just be out of sight. We'll be able to see them once we get close up, and that's it. I think it finishes off the room very nicely, and the whole thing just comes together beautifully, and they're lucky that they've got a great space to work with. So if you're looking for a space and how to put it together, I hope this will give you some nice tips. And next we'll go to the utility room. Here we are in the utility room. So in here we've used a different type of door. We've used a textured taupe coloured door, like a taupe concrete effect. And we've started off here with putting the boiler in the housing here so it hides all the mess away. Then you've got a double open up pantry where you've got all your cleaning equipment, your washer and your dryer all in stainless steel Ascot, and a broom cupboard at the end. Underneath here we have a nice dog bed for them, which is what the customer had requested. Again, we've got like an island in the middle of this because the room was big enough to put a small island here so they can take the clothes, put the clothes on and take them off. This worktop we've run again across the worktop here and across onto the splashback. And here you've got a nice timber unit as well. There's a ice cube machine underneath here, so that pulls out, and once this pulls out you can get your ice cubes out, and that pulls out and pulls in again. Like the rest of the kitchen, we've made this usable, we've made it functional, and we've put the nice things in there which they can always use. So that's it, that's the full house, and I hope you enjoyed this house viewing, and we'll see you next time.